Our today's topic is capacitor and its functions. So what is a capacitor? Capacitor, it is a device to store a large amount of electric charge. So it is a very small device just like this, which is having two terminals. It is used in so many electric and electronic circuits. So this is capacitor. So it is used in so many devices. For example, it is used in fans, then electric motor, filter, and resonant circuits. So it is used in many electric and electronics instruments, just like you can say radio, TV, and computers. So what is function? Let us see its history. Its history dates back to 18th century 1745 in Germany. In Germany, it was devised in 1745, 18th century. So some scientist of German, he observed that when we take water in a glass and it is held on your hand, and a wire which is connected to the generator, wire from generator is kept in water, then when it is touched, it gives a very large shock. So what is its composition? This water and hand, they serve as two plates, two conductors, and glass serves as the dielectric. Let us see what is its construction, what is its composition to further understand it. So we take a conducting metallic sheet. It is given a charge. Suppose it is given a positive charge, it is a metallic sheet, and we place another sheet near itself, very close to the charged sheet A, we have placed uncharged sheet. Then what will happen? The positive charge on the sheet A, it will exert force on the charge in sheet B. So the opposite charge, that is the negative charge, that will move towards the positive plate, and on the outer side there will be positive charge. So electric field is set up between the two plates. This electric field can be further increased by placing a certain material in between the two plates. Now if we connected it to the earth, then whole of the positive charge moves to the earth, which is at zero potential. The material which is placed between the two plates, that is called dielectric. dielectric material which can be, so what substances are used as dielectric? It can be dielectric material may be air, paper, then mica, oxides of some metals, and ceramic like this. These materials can be used as a dielectric media between the two plates. As you know that the capacitance of the capacitor is equal to charge divided by potential. That is, C is equal to Q over V, or Q is equal to CV. Dielectric determines how much charge can be stored in that capacitor. So large the value of the capacitance and the voltage, large will be the value of the charge stored in it. Now this dielectric, the function of the dielectric is, when we place a dielectric slab between the two, another we can add glass also, we take a slab of dielectric, then its molecules will be polarized. On the right side there will be positive charge, accumulation of positive charge, and on the left side accumulation of negative charge. So it is completely polarized, setting a very strong electric field between the two plates. Large amount of energy is stored in it in the form of electric field. Now what is the capacitance, which is equal to the ratio of the charge to its potential? It is measured in farad. So farad, it is the SI unit. It is the SI unit of capacitance. What is 1 farad? 1 farad is equal to 1 coulomb over 1 volt. This is 1 coulomb, this is 1 volt. So we can say the capacitance of a capacitor is 1 farad if a charge of 1 coulomb raises its potential through 1 volt. 1 farad is a very large value. Generally, the capacitors are marked on them, the value of the capacitance, and even 0.001 farad is a very large value of the capacitance. Usually they are in microfarad or they are in picofarad. Now how to increase the value of the capacitance? If we connect the capacitors in series, we have a large number of capacitors and we connect them in series by connecting it to a battery. Positive charge will go to the left plate of the first capacitor. Charges will be induced like this. Positive charge, negative charge, if it is connected to earth, is equal to I 1 upon Ci. Reciprocal of the equivalent capacitance is equal to sum of the reciprocals of the capacitances of the individual capacitors. But when they are connected in parallel, In series, charge is same. In this arrangement, charge is same on each capacitor, on all capacitors. Same charge Q which is given to the first capacitor. Same charge flows to other capacitors. But when they are connected in parallel, just like this, then electric potential is same on all the capacitors. C1, C2, C3. Now you connect them in parallel by connecting it to the battery. It is connected to a battery. Then the total capacitance will be equal to C equivalent will be equal to the capacitance of the individual capacitors, so on, which can be written as sigma I Ci. So in this way we can increase the value of the capacitance of the capacitors. Now how the capacitor just C works, for example in computers. In computers, when there is power failure, even then the computer goes on working for some time. Why? When we have disconnected it from the battery, then electric charge is stored in it. So when there is a power failure in computers, then capacitor works as a device to provide electricity to that computer by sending current in those components. So in this way, capacitor has a very useful advantage in most of the instruments. One important property of the capacitor is that it blocks DC, direct current, and allows low frequency alternating current to pass through it. Let us see what is capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance, XC, resistance offered by the capacitor to the flow of alternating current. It is 1 upon omega C, which is equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc. F is the frequency, C is the capacitance. For DC, for direct current, F is equal to 0. Therefore, capacitance is equal to 1 upon 2 pi 0 C. 1 upon 0 is equal to infinity. It means it offers a capacitor offers infinite resistance, infinite impedance, infinite reactance to the flow of direct current. Means direct current cannot flow, the current of the battery cannot flow through this capacitor. Only it allows alternating current or low frequency current to pass through this. This property is used in filter circuits, where we use in rectifier we have to use only to convert AC into DC. Then this helps a lot. So in this way, a very little device which we see as capacitors, it is a short circuit of a fluorescent tube. In this component works as a capacitor. Another property of this is that it does not dissipate energy as compared to other components, just like a resistor. It does not dissipate electric energy. So the circuit in which capacitor is used, it does not consume any power, it does not consume any electricity. So this little device, it is very much helpful in most of the equipments, as I have already told you. So this is the end of today's lecture. I hope you have enjoyed it. Now stay in your homes, stay safe, work hard. That's all. Thanks for attending the lecture.